Welcome back everybody to the Gilbert's Life YouTube channel. In this video we're going to do something a little bit different than usually what we do. We usually do mukbangs and entertainment videos and a bunch of other cool stuff that's here to entertain you, but we want to do something that gives you information. We went through the K1 visa process, which was a
the fiancé visa.
K1 visa, fiancé visa process, which was a long process. And we want, we didn't have help. We had a lawyer, but he wasn't the greatest. But we want to give you guys the information that we went through, the experience that we went through, so it will help anybody who's watching this, who's going through that process. We have the top 11 requirements for the K1 visa, right?
Yes.
This is the top 11 things that you have to have for the process of the K1 visa.
No need for lawyer or agency.
But if we went with the lawyer, we did have a lawyer, but with my wife, she was able to really research everything and kind of learn it on her own through looking on the internet, looking on YouTube, videos like this. And she taught herself all of these, how the whole process. You could become a lawyer or like an agent.
No, it's not.
For working in the K1 visa.
No, we're just trying to help the people who are going to file a K1 visa. That's it.
Yeah. So these are the top 11. The number one thing you need to do for the K1 visa
is you need to prepare $535 for the payment of filing.
So you need $535 to pay to the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, right? As you guys see here on your screen, this is the check that you need to fill out to the government. The first thing you need to do. So what's the second thing you need to do for the K1 visa?
Next is the cover letter. The cover letter is just something like a summary about your requirements of the I-129F. Like for example, like to omit my concern, please find my form I-21 petitioner.
So as you see on your screen now, you can see the sample of the cover letter, what it needs to look like when you send it to the government. So you're going to send this with the check, correct?
Yes, and then don't forget to sign the petitioner, the sign and then the date in it.
Right. So sign and date the cover letter is what you're trying to say. So after number 2, which is the cover letter, number 3 is?
So number 3 is form I-129F. This is a very important form that you need to fill up, and you need don't forget to sign it and put the day on it. So just to avoid the RFE. What is the RFE means?
What is an RFE? It's a request for further evidence, right?
Yeah, and it's gonna your process is gonna be delayed because of that.
So number 4, that's number 3. What's number 4?
So number 4 is a Form G1145. This is for optional only, but this is also important because you can track, or you can, how I call that, babe? Like you can monitor your case.
You can look it up online and see what's your case status.
Yeah, and then also the U.S. Embassy gonna text you or inform you about your case, But it's up to you if you're gonna file it or not. But for me, it's really highly recommended if you put it on.
So that's number 4, the G1145E. What's number 5?
So the number 5 is a proof of citizenship, means your petitioner.
So that would be me, who was petitioning for you, proof of citizenship.
So you're a petitioner and the beneficiary. Okay, so the proof of citizenship is they need also the photocopy of birth certificate and your passport. The front of the bio page, that they need a copy of that.
From the bio page?
Yes.
Okay.
Just only put a copy is fine. Number 6 is if any parties was previously married, they need also a divorce decree.
Okay.
And then if they're annulment.
So if they had an annulment, if they were divorced, or if it was death certificate if they're a widow, right?
Yes, right.
So you have to have the
copy of it.
That certification saying that's it. That's you're not in that relationship anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is number 6. What's number 7?
So number 7 is the petitioner, the letter of intent to marry. You have to make it, and also
I would have to make that for you, right?
Yes,
like
and then
right?
yes, and then we're giving you the example how you're gonna write it down.
So as you guys see now, this is the copy of the petitioner letter for the intent to marry. The petitioner has to make this for the beneficiary, and this is a copy of it. Copy it, and this would be work perfectly.
And also number 8 is the beneficiary, my letter of intent to marry.
So whoever the beneficiary is would have to make a letter of intent
also,
as well.
yes.
And you guys can see that on the screen. You can copy that and use that.
Then don't forget also your signature and date on it.
Right.
Okay. So number 9 is 1 copy of 2x2 colored photocopy, which is this is example. That's one.
Okay.
I don't know.
So you can get those if you're, in America. You can get those at Walgreens, CVS, and they're about $15. And you need 2 of those, right?
Yeah.
So the beneficiary and the petitioner both need those.
Yes, and also don't forget to write down your name here.
On the back.
Complete name on the back.
Right.
Yes.
When you send it in.
Yes.
So that's for number 9 and number 10. What's for number 11?
So number 11 is a proof of having a relationship.
What would you say is something that you could say is a proof of a relationship?
Like proof of having we met within two years.
So you have to at least meet the person within 2 years, right? Go and meet the person in their home country and meet them, spend time with them, and have pictures. Have receipts? Keep all of your receipts. Make a lot of pictures.
Right. Your plane tickets. For coming in
itinerary.
Boarding pass, the hotel reservation.
Basically, just keep a paper trail so you can give that to the government and show that you are legitimate in your relationship.
I mean, that time I made the scrapbook.
She made a scrapbook,
Showed this one.
She's really good at it.
Yeah, I'm not. Something like this.
So, yeah. You don't have to go that far, but it is good. It's really good that you're showing a lot of effort.
Yes.
And it's showing that you are it's showing that you both are legitimate in a relationship.
Yeah.
And that's the main thing you want to show when you're showing evidence. If you don't show enough evidence, because if maybe you should do this, but if you don't show enough evidence, you'll get an RFE, which will delay your entire K1 process.
Sorry.
We had an RFE, which delayed us for an extra 3-4 months. And so it took us a year to go through the entire process when it's supposed to only take about 6 months, right?
Yeah, and if you make album scrapbook, don't forget to put the date, the location on it.
On all the pictures, on everything that you put in there, the receipts.
For the example, February 16, 2018, that we have a pictures. We went to the,
What was that? That was
we went to the museum.
That was I went and met her in Cebu, and we went to what museum was that? The art museum or something?
Yeah, the art museum.
It's where you just take a bunch of pictures or whatever. But yeah, every receipt that I had, my plane ticket, my itinerary, everything she kept, and she put it into the scrapbook. And I mean, you guys have to really show the government that you're a legitimate couple. That's the main thing that you're doing within this entire, showing evidence, and the whole process is showing the government that you're a legitimate couple, so your beneficiary can come and live with you and be married.
And also don't forget the chat logs, the video calls. You have to do it also.
So if you're doing Skype, if you're doing Viber, we did Viber, which is a free program we use. Facebook Messenger, anything that you did online, how you guys were in contact with each other. She did a lot of screenshots. She took a lot of screenshots on our Skype calls, and she put those in as well. She put in what else did you put in? Anything really that...
I mean, yeah, I mean, that time, I mean, I made something like every year I put the chat logs, do a screenshot like 2016. I mean, when we started in 2014, so I started to do screenshot for 2014, 15, 16, 17. And then in a going relationship, we have to do that also.
So that's perfect, yes.
Yeah, but it's not a lot. We have to be a couple or 5 pages or 10 pages every year.
So when you do pick the stuff, make sure it pertains to your relationship.
Yeah, it's really
and
genuine.
it shows that you guys are in a relationship.
Yes.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's it.
So that's 1 through 11 that you guys would need to do for the process of the K1 visa. The additional documents that you guys are going to need is affidavit of support, which is basically could be a whole video in itself. And, you know, tell us in the comments if you want us to make a video of that. We can explain that in another video. Pay stubs, so your last 3 current pay stubs, I believe.
Yes.
And then... Yeah,
for the petitioner.
For the petitioner. And then a love story, which you would need to make how you guys started and how you fell in love and when you guys met and everything. Everything from the beginning to middle and end of your relationship.
Yeah, and then I remember also that we asking to our friends and family that they need a letter from us.
So we got a lot of letters.
Like how our relationship is genuine, like that.
We got like 10 letters from our friends and family about how our relationship is genuine.
Started, yes.
And how we started in our relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all of that stuff is needed for the K1 visa. In the K1 visa process.
Yes.
So thank you guys for watching. Let us know if you want to see another the affidavit of support video or any other type of videos. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for watching.
And good luck to your K1 visa process.